payoff. Like
Exactly.
no drop one week, but
a good one,
I
a
see.
juicy one the next week. 30-minute watch, claim it, get it, love it. And then our gift of the Lotus alerts today after the stream starting at 3 p.m. Eastern time are potatoes. We have an Oracle Reactor Blueprint and an Oracle Catalyst Blueprint. So get your potato alerts 24 hours or it's gone.
oh my God.
No, it's not gone though.
What's not gone?
Stug's helmet and
if the Stug.
Whoa, who's Gaz?
If the Stug commits to
Rebecca with the leaks.
I know. Already, it's so early.
People in chat already guessed, so it's not me. But if this bit is committed to the whole dev stream, I will personally.
No, I need that
gonna
time.
No. I will fund the Stug's 5-star stories dreams.
But the Stug says it's
Hospital
hot
bills.
in there.
This is now a wager. I will buy you the missing editions of 5-star stories if you keep that on the whole stream.
Moving right along, we have anniversary alerts. Our 11-year anniversary alerts continue. The Dexicon, of course, is free just by logging in till the end of the year. So you have the whole year to do it. If you haven't logged into Warframe yet, do it on all platforms. Currently, the Dex Sybaris alert is live if you want to get yourself the Dex Sybaris. And it's a double affinity weekend.
You know what I love about the Dex Sybaris? It's a semi-auto weapon.
Are we gonna go there already?
No, that's
early?
you're way ahead.
I'm way ahead of schedule.
You can do
Stay
it.
tuned for semi-auto talks.
Double Affinity Weekend has started, so get yourself some Double Affinity. Whoa, Stug, whoa. Whoa, Stug, whoa. And then moving on to a couple TennoCon announcements. One being the Tenno VIP TennoCon edition that we're throwing. So if you know, TennoCon is technically a 2-day event, and it's official the January, the July 19th, so the Friday before the big day with all the streams, we are throwing a Tenno VIP 2024 at TennoCon. What is needed for that? If you are in London, you definitely want to come and grab your badge because you need that to get into this Tenno VIP. It's going to be 1999 themed. It's going to be decked out. We're going to have karaoke as we always do. A lot of fun stuff planned, and for the first time, you can get merch early on that Friday. So instead of, spending 2 hours in a merch line on the Saturday, you can come see awesome panels instead, and you can get your merch on the Friday. So get your merch, get your badge, get into Tenno VIP. We'll all be there. The Stug will be there.
The Stug will be there.
Just like this.
Bring your best Stug cosplay.
Bring your
in
best
the cosplay
Stug.
contest.
Bring your Stug with you.
And I apologize in advance. It is not the Kuva Stug. This
No.
was a bit for Top Gear fans like us. So
Is that show still happening?
I have no idea.
Very well.
We're very, very big fans.
Yeah, we
As you can see.
love
Huge fans.
Yeah.
We don't know if it exists.
And another TennoCon piece of information is, if you don't know, we do have a merch pack. We have a little video here just to show you some of the things that are included in this TennoCon merch pack. One of them being a very cool USB key.
Yes, 16 gigabyte key, a cool T-shirt, or I should say 16 kilobyte USB key to be floppy accurate.
We should have done a floppy disk.
Should have done a fly. I don't even think you can get them made anymore.
Can you
even
hear
if
me
you
now?
wanted to.
The Stug could.
The Stug, that's true. Rue wants to join the stream and borrow Pablo's mic.
Just for a second, Rue's coming.
This is all the cool stuff. You
Yeah,
can
it's
order
not-
this
this drawing's
now.
not
You can order it now.
And we fixed the shipping costs for international orders.
That's right. We fixed, and refunds have been sent out to those people.
So, for instance, I'm going to get that USB key and put
John's acting
pictures on it
dumb. I
for
might have to
Megan.
update
And
it.
you can install the key on your computer and look at all the photos.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now that Rue is sitting down, we have a little video to show you of the digital pack that you can get right now. Play it, Rue.
This digital pack brought to you by.
Hold on.
Oh,
Are you sure
Rue's
you don't want
sweating.
me, are you sure you don't want me to fill the airtime?
No, I just want you to stare into my eyes.
Someone's texting me. It's my mom.
Loud. Sorry. So you can get the merch pack, you can get the digital pack. Reminder that the digital pack does include the Barricatier relay ticket where he will bring everything he has ever sold.
That's right. From the beginning of his tenure till now, up until TennoCon, it'll all be there on a special relay store for you. Store. I wonder if we can bait the Stug into breaking character, because that weapons pack, the stuff in that digital pack is awesome. The weapons team really killed it with the Cyandana and the protocol throwing knife skin. And what I really liked about the low poly were, I'm just gonna how to trigger a weapons artist.
The low poly, yes.
I really felt that the material matching could have used, what are you gonna do? This is a thread. No. It was the most beautiful digital pack of all time, and that's right. And it was so good, and I'm so grateful that Kaz's communication with the Stug allowed the Stug to join the team. Oh God.
Also happening at TennoCon, we have a cosplay show. There's still submissions
Oh, I
open.
hear you guys now.
If you are coming to TennoCon and are bringing a cosplay, you can compete in the non-competitive or competitive version of it.
Yeah, Discord.
Exclamation point cosplay if you'd like a link to that. But we are now also wanting to include, obviously not everyone can come to TennoCon, but if you have done Warframe cosplay and you want to be part of a little virtual thing we're putting together for the cosplay show, we would, isn't that nice?
That is really nice.
God,
Isn't that nice? We would love for you to submit to this virtual version of cosplay for Warframe, and we're going to show it live during the cosplay show. If you're unable to come to TennoCon, exclamation point.
I know this.
online
I'm watching the
cosplay.
Video from Oscar.
Yeah, we don't want you to. I don't even know. That's
I don't even know.
That was
you
a
can
while ago.
submit there,
Yeah.
and we would
Yeah, I
love to
see
see
that.
it.
I
And we will
just
show
came
it
across
at
that by
the
accident.
cosplay
Oscar
show
interviews
live
people.
at
You
10
can look it up. He
July
interviews
20th.
celebrities like
All right,
pro
let's do a
boxers
platinum
and stuff like
I'd
that.
see a little
Well, how many
chat about
subscribers? Do you have, like,
Mike
followers?
being
your
busy.
your
He has
sleeve is
subscribers, like
tapping your
100
mic.
subscribers, but I
talking
don't know
to me?
how.
Yeah.
But he be interviewing like celebrities,
Is it the
Oh no.
Oh, is it
kind
the
of celebrities,
scarf?
the
like-
scarf?
The
like
fashion?
literally pro boxers.
Or is it the Stug?
Really?
No, you should
Yeah.
say it's the Stug, so they'll take the
That's
helmet
damn
off.
right. That was the most.
Real?
Yeah.
You should be okay right now if it comes back up.
What is
People
it
are saying,
called?
"What's going on with the audio this week?" We don't know.
Just his
Mike
name,
is
Oscar
bugging.
Fernandez.
All right. If it's, let us know if it's better now.
Oscar Fernandez?
Oh,
no.
The only way to fix it is if the Stug
Run,
takes
Nikita,
their
he's
helmet
coming.
off.
I'm
No.
watching the Warframe
Oh,
stream right now.
The mic pack.
Okay.
I have it muted right now. So we're
Okay,
All right, we'll
let's fill the
continue
airtime.
on. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Hi, chat.
Hello.
Hi.
Discord is bugging bad.
Discord.
That's
That's
not
nothing
our,
to do
that's not
with
our
us.
control.
The email for this show.
Poor Rue just running all over the place trying to fix
Discord or
this.
something.
Yeah. All right, we're better. All right, I think we're back in action. Oh, the Stug is thirsty, but what will they do? Oh no!
Oh, I see it.
Uh-oh.
Stug, what are you gonna
I found
do?
it. He's got 202
okay.
subscribers.
It is a very intimidating situation.
Rue, can we do a Twitch picker, please? Let's get 1,000 platinum rolling here. I would love if the Stug
Oh, there we go.
said who the winner is. Wouldn't that be so great, chat?
You're negotiating from a point that you have to be able to offer something better
find
than
it.
I have wagered that if this is the
Yeah,
bit,
this is
the
some
5-star
nice
story stuff I'll buy. You need to. Oh,
Congratulations to Clamstorm.
Pablo.
Storm.
Pablo,
You have to
Clemstorm.
offer something better than my offer.
I
to-
don't have anything.
Yes, you do.
For some reason I thought he was like a
Clemstorm, thank you so
35-year-old
much
dude.
for being here. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now. In-game
he's like a
alias
young
platform you play
dude. He's,
Warframe
like,
on,
going
and we'll
on
get you
interviewing
1,000
people.
platinum.
That's
Clem
not-
Yeah, that's all he
Storm,
does.
congratulations, great name. That's a fantastic name.
That's like his job?
No, that's just what he
At
does on
PAX
YouTube for
East,
fun.
one of the many
Oh,
reveals that we showed is the 1999 little teaser
Is he gonna
tidbit
interview us, Joseph?
of not
or we're
one
not too
but
famous
two
enough?
things. Red,
nobody.
please.
It's my bird cam.
I got
It's my bird feeder cam.
We're
Your
gonna
bird
fight
feeder
it.
cam is
He said
vibrating.
he just does fighters.
We showed
He
not one but
interviewed me on
two
Motherfucker.
little reveals for 1999,
saying, he's gonna
and if
interview
you
us.
didn't see it, we're gonna replay it back. Here is a little teaser
gonna
trailer
watch
from
this.
1999.
I'm watching the Warframe dev stream right now.
Just turned off. So, I'm sure it's in the recent video.
Joseph, thank you.
You're coming, Howie.
It's a
party, Arthur. Of course not.
Well,
Wow, Stug, can I get a room
John,
room?
you
Okay.
Intimidating us.
I'm really trying. I'm really trying.
You gotta out offer me. That's all there is to
I
it.
own nothing.
Yeah. What do you want to play?
Anyways, we're gonna. Obviously, we
Fine,
showed
whatever you want. You wanna
1999
play
a
something we
little
haven't played
bit
in a
last
while?
year at TennoCon. They got to
Daylight or
experience a
something?
little bit in Whispers in the Walls. That's obviously where the story's
well,
headed. That's
obviously,
where
because
we're headed. That's where the Stug is
Devour.
headed. We haven't really
Devour.
shown or talked
I'll take a breath
art-wise
fresh air.
in terms of kind of what we saw
Yeah, I'll do it.
there.
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Would you like to see Arthur first?
We could do that. Yeah, I think
We
just
might
for
have
those
to
of you
play that
based on
course
some
again, though,
TennoCon stuff you've been seeing, we're really excited that
might have to play the
TennoCon
donut
is going to
course
be
again
the big
because of that.
1999
Yeah,
I know. I don't know
reveal,
what's
and a
going
lot
on, man.
is going to be coming for that. But we'll give you a little bit of info along the way, just so you can kind of ease yourself into what can be maybe an unknown year. Maybe you were born in the year 2000, which is entirely possible because you would be 24.
You missed 1999.
Yeah,
One of
so
the
we're
greatest
here.
years.
Yeah, we're going to educate
Good to
you
see
on
a
the greatest
moment.
year of 1999.
First being, everyone's hot in 1999.
Yes, there was
So you're
no
even doing
such
the
thing
interviewer
as
swivel that
not
interviewers
being a
do.
cool guy in
1999 was
1999.
all
You're going like
cool
back
people.
and forth.
And this
back and
piece
forth.
is done by Liger Inuzuka, and this was the first ever attempt internally to really figure out a way that a 1999 character could exist on something that we've already, existed with for so long. Excalibur, the base frame, the art for it, Jeff Minky back years and years, decades ago, had this Arthur. This Excalibur, and then we wanted to put ourselves in a place where we could put a face to that character, and what does that mean? Who is this character, and how does it relate to 1999? This was the version we landed with. So we wanted to get the 90s little hoop earring, a little bit of a 90s aesthetic hairstyle, and then you'll of course learn all about Arthur
Pretty cool.
at the 1999 TennoCon this year, as well as a little bit already based on if you've played Whispers in the Walls, and yeah.
And then, as we saw in that little trailer, we introduced
Joseph, what
our
happened?
second
That's
proto
easy.
frame, and that's
That's
Owie.
That's right. Liger stepped up to the challenge of taking another very
I might do
iconic
a
character
dub
of
for
Meg
this
and
video.
finding a way to integrate all of
What,
our
this one,
look rules, our world
I wanna
building,
dub
and our
over
styles for
Joseph's, that I
1999, what a
interviewed
proto
Jess, so I
frame
wanna kinda
of
dub over
what you
part
know
of
as
it.
Wait,
Meg, but as
we
not
really
what
did interview
1999 knows
Jess?
as
Yeah, I'm
Owie.
watching it right now on
What would that look
YouTube.
like?
Oh,
What
okay,
are
wait,
her
hold
quirks?
on.
What
Bet.
can we
Send
do
the
with
link in
her
the-
art style?
in the
And
message in
there's
Messenger. I
lots
wanna
more
see
to
it.
see here from the ye old
I didn't know you actually interviewed Joseph.
1999. I won't spoil anything other than that, but this is two of
No,
the
you're-
concept works that we
Why
did
is it not-
for the
No, I'm literally
characters.
watching it right
And
now.
of course, there wasn't just characters in that teaser.
There wasn't. For the first time,
What are
we showed you
these
what we
linked
call
in?
the Atomi cycle. And it's actually concepted by the Stug
copy.
here.
That's right.
If only the Stug could
Copy.
just pour out their love and talk about these wonderful
speaks for itself,
sketches.
really.
Yeah.
Nikita, come on!
Nikita, take the Stug's body language and tell us what you see here.
That one.
That one.
Okay.
Yes.
When they first asked me to do a Atomi cycle, I had only a couple weeks to come up with a silhouette that would work for a Space Ninja game, and we weren't really sure what type of engine position we wanted, because I love me a good low riding chopper. Throw me in the biker gang with 10 bandanas to the dollar, and I'll be cruising around the streets.
Yeah.
But then the boss lady told me, give me a gosh darn crotch rocket and make it fast, kiddo.
Yes.
And next thing I knew, I had to look at the silhouettes
There you
of
go.
these
I
gosh
sent it to
dang
you,
crotch
John.
rockets, and that's
Came up with
this.
I'm gonna have to dub over it.
Whoa!
You're gonna dub over
what's here, Stug?
What's here, Stug?
it? Oh.
Well, as you can see,
Part
there's
of
a
it.
little bit of tinkering, maybe from a crazy old Maurice. And
That'd be
the
funny.
gear shaft was really something I wanted to get a glaive silhouette in, and the
You think
handlebar I
Oscar
wanted an
would
upper
care?
posture.
No,
and,
probably not.
Nikita, you know the rest from here, of course. This is like a first language for you.
Obviously, yeah. No, this. I know so much about bikes.
I mean,
that's
I'd
all I
probably
did
just
was on
like
this
double
one.
over
Yeah.
him. And well, no, I mean, I guess I'd probably
Big
double
bike
over
guy
both
over
of them.
there.
Yep, that's me.
We can't rip you off those things. To
Well,
work.
the
Team
Stug was
four-star
so
bridge type
kind
of
to
dubbing?
also provide some color variations, playing around with, what could
So
be.
you're trying to do like a Team
thank you,
4-star bridge?
Rue. So here we have maybe
I know, but
a teal
mainly
and
making
orange
fun of you.
version of the Atomic Cycle, just playing around with the vibes. You sent me over a lovely blue one. If blue and white is
For
maybe
example,
your
when
aesthetic,
When you ask the
perhaps.
question,
Looking
why are you
very,
so good
very
at
high
art? I
tech.
could be
Or
like,
maybe you're a red and
yeah,
white kind of
it all
girly.
started
That's
in
me.
middle
You
school.
can't get me off my red and
Stick
white bike.
figures.
That's,
Wow.
Or Nikita.
Or, and I
For
quote Rue,
example.
and he said he liked this one the most, maybe a pink
Of
one.
course, the actual impression
Maybe a
would be
pink
lot
one.
Not bad. That's very diva.
That is very
That is
diva.
very diva.
That is very diva.
Did I just get a laugh? Did I hear a
Is the bit
chuckle?
over?
I think that was me clearing my throat.
No, I was
actually.
you, Nikita. You're right. You're right. It was totally you. It was totally you. All right. All the
Stug doesn't
questions
laugh.
I had on this, I'll just move right along. Unless the Stug wants to say anything about creating the Atomic Cycle.
I think I ruined your dev stream. I'm so sorry.
This is.
I tempted.
I have no clue what's
Anywho.
going on.
Anyway,
along.
moving right along. All right, we're going to move out of 1999 and we're going to go into what is coming next on May 1st.
Well, right
next
here,
week.
ding ding. One more fucking
Protea
time I have to leave this shit.
Prime. Wow.
It's like bugging, man.
Discord's buggy today, bro.
She's
so
coming
perfect.
May 1st.
I have
She's
freaking
perfect.
D&D tonight.
This art is already out in the wild, so we'll kind of quickly go
I didn't
through it.
notice it.
Protea Prime, all platforms,
Oh, yeah.
May 1st next week. She'll be coming with her Prime
Turn off
weapons,
the
the
torch
Yokina
right
Prime
now.
and the Velix
I'm about to
Prime
watch
that we
that stream
see
too.
here.
Both
Maybe
made by
in
the
the background.
amazing weapons team.
The amazing.
Well, I'm ready
I wonder
whenever
if the
you order.
Stug has anything to say about
All right.
the
Yeah, I'm just
amazing
gonna
weapons
change my
team.
account really quick.
That's right. That is right. A thumbs up.
Should be good now.
And she'll be coming
There's
with
two
her
reasons why I wanna
accessories, the
watch that
Robtron
stream.
Cyandana, as well as the Temporal Prime
Why, nerd?
Ephemera. More
Those
balls.
knows why.
I
And
know
then a
why.
bonus, a
I
Protea
definitely,
Prime-
I bet you it's not
Sorry,
for the
Helen.
frames.
Chronorum.
Well,
Chronorum.
how do
Chronorum.
you
Chronorum.
know?
Chronorum.
Chronorum Heller.
We'll just,
Chronorum Heller.
we'll just be fluent in Megan. It's fine.
It's fine. And then, of
You know
course,
me
we have
well.
a complete picture of what that could look like with all of your
Yeah,
goodies.
Protea
But
Prime
that's
is
not
good.
all. She's also going to be coming with a little Prime trailer next week.
Oh, are we gonna do a countdown and stuff? Like if you're on our YouTube
There'll be a
channel.
premiere. There'll be a little
Yay!
countdown. It is very fun. The music
Oh,
is
disconnected, bro.
top tier. Let's have a little bit of a teaser of it, shall we?
Okay.
Alright.
Just quick again.
Alright, what's Oscar's channel called so I can see that review?
I literally sent it in the call. Discord.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I interviewed Jesse. Just tell me when to invite you, Tyler.
Okay.
Oh, just
Oh
a
my
little
God. Alright.
teaser.
Very, very cool. This one has this prime trailer has a twist in
I
it
wanna do
that
the
I hope you
slaughterhouse,
look
though.
forward to.
I haven't
It's
really
very,
done the
very
Western
exciting.
one.
Yeah. You'll see that next week.
much.
It'll
I only
premiere
did that, like,
before she goes
twice.
live. So
I don't
just
think
look
we
out.
ever beat that
So
one
sometime
actually.
between now
Because
and May
the only
1st.
time
Sometime
we did
between
it was
now
the
and
one
May
we got
1st.
the hacker.
Got it.
Look out for our social.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right,
you're
That's
right.
the
yeah.
tease.
That
for
is the
trailer.
tease. But wouldn't it be nice to see what she looks like in game?
Well, wait,
I
are you
agree,
playing Joseph,
Megan.
or are you just watching the stream?
In-game
That's
Protea
true. I'll do it
Prime.
after.
All right, let's go to the
Okay.
dev build, shall we? Come on. Oh, sorry, don't look at that.
Nice green banshee
Thank
there.
We're gonna check out Protea Prime.
Nice.
There she be. This is her default helmet, if you will. All of her primed artillery. Oh, she's reading a book.
Oh, okay.
She's very, very
Why?
studious, itching
I'm
her
so
little ponytail.
confused.
Oh,
Okay.
she's gorgeous.
Okay.
And then as we
You guys have
mentioned,
seen
the
this,
Velvet
probably not, but
Prime.
I saw there's a
Bird.
game that just came out. I'm watching a
Gorge.
review
Looks
for
Anyway, I
it.
gotta
now.
watch this later. This is,
Yokina
this is
I love how
golden.
in PAX East
I'm at the
before
part
I said
that-
this, we're like, bet you
Joseph,
forgot
Johnny,
about
I'm sure there's
that
some
weapon.
clippable
Well,
moments
am I
from it.
wrong?
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
So
He's
there
like,
she
why you-
is.
why
We'll
you
take a
good
look
at,
at some perhaps
what's the
fashion
part
frame
of this
aesthetic. I'm just a big fan of the
26
Dante Noble
minutes.
animation. Don't
It's
mind
a
that.
fantastic one.
Yeah,
Here she
must
is
have a lot of questions
with
for you,
her
Corona.
helmet. She's tall. She's elegant. She could stab someone with that.
It has a pinchy
Wait, is Steampunk Justice still?
little
No, he's
gear
not
at the
probably,
back
right?
there.
He's
Gorgeous
not
Protea.
straight.
I mean, she released obviously with the Deadlock Protocol update back in the day. Very unique aesthetic, and priming her it has been, for those of you that fell in love with Protea at first sight back in the day, this has been a much anticipated prime
I want to
for us
interview
Protea
Jester.
lovers.
I have
And I
questions.
played around
for
with some colors. This is Rue certified. He's
Oh.
a big fan.
Oh,
of
you're
the
still there?
Fear palette. Is
Okay.
What he told me.
Joseph,
Very
after the
nice.
fight, I want to do an
Playing
interview
around
with
some
you,
colors
like how Oscar
with the
did it.
alternate
That's like
helmet.
With
default
your
meets
consent.
palette swap.
Well, the reason why it works so well, not to toot my own horn.
Can we make that
That's
possible?
all, but it's almost the exact same color scheme as the Mesa Presido skin. So that's why it looks good.
Start off
I
with the
see.
low
Looks like the
YouTube,
Someone did
low,
all the color
low
theory for
subscriber
you.
YouTubers
The
up all the
randomizer
way to the high
did,
ones.
and I appreciated it greatly. So yeah, her aesthetic is
All right.
just
Hit
Gorgina.
random. Hit some randoms.
I want to interview for Riz after that.
I don't know about
I
that.
don't know about that.
Don't know about that.
Not bad.
That's pretty bad.
Or Bruce.
Yeah, kind of like
Oh,
I
like,
don't know about that.
are you and Tyler?
Yes.
real
Oh,
brothers?
How does it feel
my
to
God.
be
girl,
the
you're
first
Ruth
yes,
loving
yes,
it.
yes.
Nikita, can we get some
Oh,
judge?
great.
What do you think?
He's the secretary.
It's good. It's got colors on it.
What about this
Did you
one?
invite me?
that's
No.
enough.
No?
I'm.
What about this one?
I didn't even hear you say that. All right.
What?
Look at the game, bro.
Nah,
It's not bad.
it's not good
What
though.
about this one?
No.
No.
What about this one?
Yeah.
As far as
It could be better. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
interviews
Oh,
go,
that's
maybe
cool.
we
That's
could
pretty
do that
dope.
before
It's
the
giving,
fight,
like-
you know.
That looks like
Yeah, if Joseph wants.
Catharsis, Saren.
It
will
does
be
look like
entering each other.
Catharsis. Oh, that's nice.
What?
People are noticing
So-
PH Jade.
Dude, don't look. Oh my god, don't look at that.
Who is Jade?
That beat. Don't look, guys.
All right, so I'm gonna.
That's cool.
That looks pretty
I
cool.
guess.
Very,
what
very
map do you
cool.
want to do?
Very cool.
The town.
All right, so Protea Prime, as we know her, coming out May 1st next week. We
Or-
got a teaser. No, we got
well,
a
maybe
real
we should
trailer
wait,
coming
'cause
out
Joseph
next
said he's
week.
gonna
More of that sound
to,
and amazing
He's
captures
gonna play?
from the
Watching
team
the
that
dev
you'll see
stream.
next week.
I know. Do you
But
care if we do the
as you
town?
know, Jade
or?
Shadows is
Nah,
our
you guys
next
could go ahead.
big update that we
Alright.
are.
Wait, you're
working
playing
towards. We'll
right
talk
now,
about
or
it
you're
a
gonna
bit,
play
but
after
we
the
do
stream,
have
or the
something
dev
coming
stream?
out in between Protea Prime and
God, do I
right
get to do a
now,
timeline
after the
again?
dev
Jade
stream,
Shadows.
I'll
Would you
join
like
in.
to?
I have one. I
do
have,
love
I have a
that.
Sharpie, and we're gonna have the Stug sign here. They've been
All right, do you
subpoenaed
just want
to
do
take off
something
the
easy like
helmet.
the farmhouse
Steve just
then,
sent
and
me a
then we get
text
Joseph
message.
in, or
Not the
saying
CEO.
Sorry.
whatever you want, bro? Because
What
I already
will
did
you
all the
do?
maps
It's a dilemma.
anyways. I want to
Keep
do
it
the
dry.
slaughterhouse
Wait,
though
that
with
was a
Joseph
lie.
because we
No,
didn't
I'm
do
just
that
kidding,
one.
I'm
That's the
kidding.
only one we
So-
failed at.
So May 1st is Protea Prime. That comes out next week. So that's like next week.
Got me
And
there.
then we're gonna do an update also in May. So we have a May 1st update for Protea Prime, and then we're gonna do an interim update mid-May. Why don't you talk about that?
Is that your drawing?
Damn,
What's wrong with my drawing?
What
I'm
is
glad you-
that?
But you have to work
Super
for an
useful
hour,
drawing.
though.
So useful. Cue the slide, Rue.
All right,
On
Jade, I'm
May
picking the town. Is
15th,
that
we
okay,
have
or-
a little ditty coming your way. Just a little interim update, give you a little something,
I
something.
can't pick my old guy.
We
Yeah.
got 3 key things.
What? Oh,
we do
yeah,
have
yeah.
another Nightwave
Can't
coming.
pick
Nightwave Nora's Mix Volume
Well,
6, featuring
only
the
one
Daybreak
Glock,
series
babe.
of weapons that we'll show you in a second. We have new Tanogen coming that we'll show you in a second. And I've spoiled it. New adversary weapons. I didn't mean to do that.
I didn't mean to
Start
I
the
didn't
game.
mean to
made
do
the
that.
slide,
I made
sir.
the slide.
You're a jerk.
All right, ignore don't look. Okay, back to the game, Rue, real quick. Real quick.
I didn't know they had like an interview.
So, but important to note, the Nightwave is gonna end in.
Oh, my video's up
Yeah,
though,
so
by the
May
way.
15th, I'm,
Wait,
I'm
why is it
now
not letting
putting
me ready
our
up?
dev team on a very
I
hot
know.
deadline. May 15th, 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Oh,
the
it's up.
current Nightwave that you
Yeah.
are playing right now is going to
What
end.
time
And
is
I,
it?
and I
And then
put,
at
and I put a
2
short
p.m.
up too for it. I might put another one just in case. but-
Eastern Time on the same day,
think I have
this
to
new
refresh
Nightwave
YouTube.
will launch. So you don't have that week downtime that we typically do.
Trying to
It's
be
gonna
more
be the same
consistent.
day, just a couple hours in between. and
Like
you
I
get
said, I'm not gonna
the
add the
same
vlogs
Nightwave
in here
Wars Mix
just because I'm trying to be
6
more
with the
consistent.
Daybreak weapons. Skins,
Um,
I should
it
say.
will
So
just-
sorry. We
Weapon?
have the
The
Sea-Doo.
Faffy Squad.
Cedo is one of the coolest
Yeah,
shotguns in the
this will
game.
only
We have
be
the
like-
Wouldn't you
separate
say,
channel
Nikita?
for those now.
Yeah. And
for
why is that?
vlogs,
The right
like the
words,
past
yep,
stuff,
done.
Because you
you're not
made
done
it.
uploading all those.
Because you are.
I said the
Might have
vlogs
something
will
to
go
do
on the
with
Johnny
that.
Vlog
Yeah.
channel.
The
This will
Ceto
be
and
just
Labos are
we-
peas in a
if
pod,
we all play
and
like a game.
as one
Yeah.
can
And then-
imagine, Labos is
Yeah,
the coolest.
if we all play a game,
He
then
should-
this
he-
will go
he
in
do
the
be,
Lafafi
and we
Squad
have
channel.
something to say about
Okay.
that, but hold on a second. See,
Or like, let's just
Ceto,
say if we don't even play a
Daybreak
game, we
skin.
just
We
talk
have
about
the
like
new
let's
core
just say
Daybreak
the newest
skin.
game
There's an
that will
old
go in
fave.
Lafafi Squad.
An old fave, then Mike,
Yeah.
codename
Oh,
Microwave
actually,
Gun.
That's the
that
one
brings
and
up a
only.
point.
But I
I
didn't
wanted
deny it,
to.
so it's not that
Yeah,
bad.
we don't.
So-
Just kidding, we love it.
I don't know if you guys.
And then Glaive, I have it on Glaive Prime,
would
but
be up for,
Glaive
but I was
Daybreak skin
thinking
as well.
almost
also
doing
coming
like a
in
like a
this Nightwave,
podcast
we
kind
have
of for
a
the
Daybreak
channel.
Gene masking kit for your
Yeah,
dogs
that's
and your
yeah,
cats
that's
if
what I
you wanna
mean.
get
We
the
could
same
do like a
aesthetic on your
podcast.
animals.
Like let's
We're
just
gonna
say
have
if like
armor
there's like
set,
a
and
new
there's
game or
emote,
like a
we have
new
some weapon
game
augments
console that's gonna
as
come
well
out.
that I believe
That's gonna go in the
along
Lafafi
with the
Squad
tenant
because that's like about
weapons, I do
gaming.
believe.
Why
Yes,
my
there
thing
is
so
a weapon
low?
augment for the Sobek and a weapon
What the
augment
hell
for
is
Oh,
the
we have to bring
Glaxion
them all
coming
up
in
to the
this
church,
Nightwave.
right?
And there's
Yeah,
also
but my
the
mouse
Kuva,
is like so
Sobek,
low
and the Tenet
sensitivity.
Glaxion. And the Glaxion choice will make a lot
Because
more sense by
I
the end of
always
the
keep
stream. I promise you
Today
that.
with like
We'll
gaming
tie it
news
back.
stuff.
We will tie it back.
And moving on, the second beat
Yeah,
is
no, that-
Tenogen. Rue, hit that asset.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh my
We
God.
have some
We might
amazing.
actually
I
get
know the
some
Stug would
possible
love to
viewership,
talk
'cause
about Tenogen.
lot
Considering
of
the Stug
gaming channels
was
that I
brought
know
into
of
the DE
are
fold
all kind
from
of clickbait.
Tenogen.
Wouldn't
They're
that
all
be
kinda
nice to
clickbait.
comment
All right, if you
on?
can sign here, you will be able to
They're
acquire
always
the
like,
5-star
oh, the Switch 2's coming out this year.
stories without keeping the helmet on.
Switch
This
2's
is a
still
legal
not
document.
out, and it's
You
been
just need to sign
over
here,
7
and
years.
you can. The 5-star stories will be yours
Wait, where is it?
legally.
This one is
All
the
you have to do is
matches.
take off the
The
helmet. If you
matches
can
is
just
probably
sign on the
here.
dotted line there.
Please just sign it.
Please just sign it.
Downloads.
Oh
Please
yeah,
just
the
sign it.
matches. This is what we gotta do. We gotta bring
We've
the
run the
matches
bit
to
into the
The
ground.
bed is dead.
Bringing the
Don't
first
let
one.
your intrusive thoughts win.
The bed is dead. Sign.
driving
I'll give you.
down
I'll give you whatever
Franklin
you want.
Drive.
Just
Oh,
take
I
off the
need to
helmet.
church.
The horse is dead.
Aw,
It's a wet
there
Sign
you
it.
go.
Sign the doc.
We need the oil too.
That's
Where's-
grabbing
a
it.
very official
Don't
document.
take the deal, Stuck.
Should they take it or
Okay,
not?
chat, you can
Deal or
decide.
no deal. While they sign that document, coming in this May Tenogen on the May 15th interim update, we have a
Yeah,
mag
but I don't mind
skin,
doing,
a
like, a
mag
podcast if
Celestis
you guys
skin and
wanted to
helmet
ever
by
do that.
Mallet, JD,
Yeah,
and
I'll-
Hawk Lowe's.
I always have
We have a
stuff to say about a
Baruch
lot
Peacemaker
of games.
skin and
And
alternate helmet by Ventral Hound. They can't read
games
that.
like I
We
always
have
I
a
have a ton of
Revenant
games
white
to
skin and
recommend
alternate
too.
helmet by
Because the
Mallet,
thing was before
JD,
we
and
just
Hawk Lowe's.
I don't
And
want
then
to
a
do it how
Minos
it was
Nakana
before
skin
because
by Sharky and
I think
Malaya.
if we
There
just
is an official
we aren't
forum post
consistent,
up
people aren't
from
gonna watch
Corey
it.
if you want to check that out. If you're a
Gain
Tenno
any
Jenner,
traction.
exclamation Tenno.
Yeah,
if you wanna
because the
link to
thing is,
that.
we kept putting just
But
vlogs,
also-
challenges. It's like some people like those stuff, but
Chat
it's like
is really not wanting
everybody
Stug to
does.
take the deal, but I don't know. It's up to Stug.
Deal or
So I
no
mean,
deal?
that's kind of what.
This looks incredible. Tenno
yeah, I
Gen,
know
this
what
is
you mean.
our-
That's kind of the
almost
idea
our
of
ninth
why
year
I
doing
wanted to do
Tenno
the
think it
separate
started in
channels thing
2015.
because some people might just like
an
vlogs,
amazing
only
ride.
exclusive
we'll
vlogs,
keep
and that's
going.
it.
Speaking of
For
keeping
some,
going,
probably just like video games.
No deal? I'll
This way, it
sweeten the
just
deal.
keeps
Okay.
this way it just keeps everybody happy.
can we forge?
I mean,
We
what about the
forward.
fight videos? Is that going to be on
We
the
do have
squad, or
Tenno
is
Gen
it
also
gonna be
coming.
somewhere
Oh
else?
god.
That can't be on the squad
me.
because the thing is, I was
was
trying to be
everyone.
consistent.
also
I
have
don't want to
Tenno
ruin the
Gen.
flow of the squad.
I know.
Or
That
so
was
where's
just-
it going to be then?
We
That's
also
gonna go-
have
well,
Tenno Gen coming in
it could
Jade
go on
Shadows
vlogs,
as
to be
well.
honest, because,
One of them being
I think it's
Okay, yeah,
Lavo
that
skin,
makes
Nikita.
sense. All right.
Yeah, because
You can
like
always
I said,
promote
Whoa.
I'll
we don't have an
promote it.
asset.
Like I said, like if we play
But
like
it's
Golf with
coming.
Friends, I'll
I
play
know,
Diego
sorry.
here, we
In
could
May-
have, like,
in May
a
we'll
thing.
show one.
For those of you
fighting
who don't
thing,
know,
too.
Yeah,
in
like,
the
wanna
release
see
of
these
Orphix
guys
Venom,
settle it.
where
Yeah,
Labos
it's just
entered
because like
the
let's say take
Warframe
Sephiroth
operates.
for example.
Nikita's.
He'll jump in my stream if I play Elden Ring, but he will not jump in my stream if I play
Oh
like
my
God.
God,
let's
Labos
say
is
Golf with
incredible.
Friends. It's just
He's got
nice
snakes.
thing.
He's the
What's up to
Probably is, I
Labos
don't
is
know,
pure.
I haven't
He,
really
he,
looked at them.
So
he
yes.
looks like he's just like an Elden Ring person. So
Yeah, like Souls games.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
7 ideas.
I'm just saying it's
You're
just,
cooking,
I don't
you're
wanna
I feel
ruin
like we'll
the
be able
flow
to
of
show
consistency.
something much later this year.
Alright, I
maybe.
mean,
Wink, wink,
that
nudge,
could
nudge.
work.
Maybe.
I
But it will be Nikita doing it.
I
so.
think-
Yes. It's up to
I
you,
don't know how
Nikita.
we
Will you give
go
the people
about
what
it. I
they
don't know
want?
if you could have a YouTube. I mean, I guess there's kind
do
of
whatever you
possible.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, there's different.
You're
Do
busy,
whatever
you're busy.
you want.
You're busy.
Don't promise
Starting
things we
one
can't.
up.
Or
like,
force
like a
promises,
Spotify.
like forgery.
I think it's
Jade Shadows will
free.
Tenogen, and
I
then this
believe it's
Tenogen is
free,
coming in
but
that May 15th
I wouldn't know how to
update.
do
And then,
that.
like we
If
mentioned,
you teach me how to do
a
that,
new
I wouldn't
adversary
do it,
weapon.
but-
I've
that are
only
coming in
gotten.
May
I get
15th are
ads about
the
it like when
Kuva
I'm like
and the
you know,
Tenet
on Spotify
Glaxion. We
'cause
do
I'm
have an
not paying
image
for
of the
the
Tenet
premium.
Glaxion.
Screw
Sobek is
that.
still in
Not
the
paying
works,
for it.
but the team
But
is really
there's always like a bunch of
hauling
ads
ass
that pop
and
They are
up, like,
hauling
oh,
ass.
weapons together.
It was
And
free
I will
to
say,
set up.
if
It
this
took
was-
me, like, no
if
time
this
at
was
all,
for
and
the
stuff like that. I'm like,
if this was
maybe.
like a episodic TV show, we would say, find out why we chose a cold weapon
flashlight
after the
just went
break,
off
and then we
Yeah,
would come
no,
back
you
to
got the
that.
key.
the
that's
beach
why.
episode happens.
And then we
learn.
Yes.
So this will be coming May 15th.
Alright, we could just-
Why we have a cold weapon
think
Oh,
coming?
I got a box of
You'll
matches.
find out.
Should I grab that
Let's run
too?
that platinum
put that-
prize
yeah,
ticker, shall
the-
we? While
put
the
that, like, in front of
Stug
a
makes
pentagram.
life
That's what we need it for.
choices.
There's a
on if
pentagram
they'll
in
take
front of
the
this in this
helmet
barn.
off or
Yeah,
not.
just put it right in front of it because
We can
remember
sweeten
you
the
need
deal.
the book
It's a
and then you
one-time
have to
offer,
like
though,
do
Stug.
some
This
little
is the
mini
last
like
time. We've talked to our
dance in
people.
front of it.
If you sign here,
Cool.
Yep.
I'm always
not only will you get the
looking
5-star stories, I will give you 1 bronze ingot for your forge. Do we got a deal? An ingot? An ingot?
I'm kind of an idiot
single
too. I
ingot?
should
An
have put
ingot
my
would be
like
yours. One
Elden Ring
bronze ingot.
videos on it. It's just I don't know.
Could be
Let me
yours.
see. Let me see if I can.
2 ingots?
I just haven't
Alright,
had
2 bronze
because
ingots.
the squad. Yeah, on the squad because
Sign
that
here.
had all 3 of us.
5-star stories and
Like
2
you remember
bronze
our
ingots?
Elden Ring
Yeah.
videos
Is that a
with
deal, chat?
Sephiroth?
2 bronze ingots?
That's like
Yeah,
something that should
yeah.
go
This
on
could be
the
a
squad.
2
I
ingot
just
stream.
I haven't had time because I had finals. I'll probably like download it.
1,000 platinum has gone to Malurth.
that's a
1,000
good
platinum
one.
to Malurth. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now. In-game alias
oh yeah, we
platform
have to
play
put, like,
Warframe,
oils
and we'll get
inside.
you
Liar.
your 2
I mean,
ingots.
yeah, I
Liar.
mean,
1,000
She
platinum.
has no
I don't think he would care.
She's ingotless.
His
Boss man, that
username
guy.
is
Yeah, get that guy out of here.
all that,
I got
so.
ingots.
They're saying deal, Stug. Look at the deals.
2
He's
bronze
featured
ingots,
in the
2
video.
bronze ingots, and a 5-star stories manga.
You know what I
They
mean?
really want.
We could always put
They love
You already negotiated to 2 ingots.
I don't know if it matters to the dude, but we could always be.
If we okay, here we go. Here's
whatever.
my deal.
We don't want to put his.
If you
plaster,
don't
his,
take the helmet
Message
off,
us from the official
they
Warframe
get
channel.
no
it's
Jade
the same
Shadows
as the
information.
Major game villain's
If you
name.
don't take the helmet off.
You
Now
can just
that
put
just
like
became very.
featuring one.
Fucking
The one
Okay, wait.
Sephiroth.
So now they're getting Jade Shadows info,
That's
2 bronze
Sephiroth's
ingots,
alter,
and
5
That'd be
stars.
5
5-star
cool.
stories manga.
to do.
Yeah,
I had just been spared of
and it
putting
gives,
around.
like I said,
No, you guys
respect-
want to hear Pablo's rant.
I'm
He's
respected
he's
because-
frothing at the mouth over there. He needs
if it were
rant.
me being
Stuck has
featured,
signed
I wouldn't care
Hey, that's
personally.
actually a
We
really
don't know the
good
dude,
Stug signature.
so
Don't show them, they'll forge
you
it.
might not want his username
Thank you,
like
Stug.
just on there.
The
so
ingots
just,
will be
like,
yours
featuring, like,
upon
the
forgery
one-winged
completion.
angel.
All right.
The one wicked
How to get
angel.
ingots.
That's
How to get
Sephiroth's other.
Where to buy ingots.
How
Oh,
much?
holy shit, it was Kaz all along!
Or the one
Oh
with
my
the black,
God,
the
Kaz
one black
is here.
wing. That's
Are you
another
okay?
nickname they call him.
You don't look okay.
Are you okay?
Oh my god, your face.
You look great. No
Dude,
worries.
these ghosts
Yeah,
look mad
They're
creepy
beautiful.
up
What are you
close.
talking about? It's just warm in here. Rue, what's the temperature? All right. Let's talk Jade Shadows now that Kaz is here. Yay!
Oh, ooh, I got a key,
Jade
Johnny.
Shadows. Reb is searching
Balloon
about ingots, but I
lockbox.
need her to pay
Oh, it's
attention.
over
Okay,
here.
sorry. Okay. I'm just evaluating how many dollars I
yeah,
just lost.
You're in the hole.
Oh, this
All
guy
right,
was next one.
Reb. Let's set the stage for
Well,
Jade
will he do
Shadows.
anything yet? or-
Yes. For us, I think one of the sort
definitely
of
stalker
general
shit.
goals we have after all the New War story that unfolded was really continuing thing off for characters that you know and
Okay,
love from a
clothing
post-New
box.
War point of view. So at this point in Warframe, I'm not going to spoil much
is
if
a
you haven't
saloon, right?
beaten the New War, but you have something like Veilbreaker to take the very on-the-ground
He's not scary because he
post-content
keeps
with
going
someone
against
like
chicken.
Call 175. You have Angels of the Zeramin, you have Whispers in the Walls, and now we're going to add the Jade Shadows quest, which is going to tell the story of the Stalker. So this is something that we want you, when you're finished the New War, even now, or if you're just finishing it, you can play a perspective of a character that
key.
you've known probably for your whole time in Warframe, and learn a little bit more about
you-
the
can you
Stalker
actually hide
and their
from them?
relationship with the world in this post-New
I-
War content. So this
I
is
don't
going to be
know.
a cinematic
I
quest
think
that
so,
we're
I don't
releasing
remember.
in Jade
This is the
Shadows.
hotel.
It's going to be like, like maybe 30 minutes we're thinking, depending on skills and other treatments we're giving to it, but it's a nice way for us to give players, I think, something that they've
yeah, I
been
need the hotel one.
interested in, and do it in
How
a
do
way
you
that
do-
is very,
Oh,
very
okay,
weird
you
in
press
Warframe.
X.
So
Oh, those ghosts are creepy as
it's-
shit.
it's coming.
Forget about
we're
that.
cooking.
We are cooking with gas. So yeah, I've kind of
Yeah,
mentioned.
but for me too,
and
they're
you
like
said-
mad detailed.
The best would be if Kaz just doesn't talk.
Oh my god.
Takes off the helmet,
Discontinues the
doesn't,
bit.
Yeah.
doesn't say a word.
Yeah, so obviously, like we mentioned, our trajectory is 1999.
can.
We've been telling the story with Whispers in the Walls, Albrecht, and as you mentioned, this is kind of a story that we want to tell that isn't obviously directly tied
Dang it, I
to
tried
where
to
the big
cheese it. Didn't
TennoCon
work.
1999 is going to happen, but it's a story that we really want to tell. People have been Honestly.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
the
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
ones
What
are
is
the
Stalker?
pentagrams we
What's
can
his
do.
deal?
Okay.
Totally. And I think like when I give you a time, like when I put a label on how long it is, that probably is a poor creative choice for me to do. But I like to give people time to plan things.
And
Some things are,
stables,
you
I
know,
think should have one
quality,
key
not
here.
quantity. All these different vibes. It's just we're doing a lot
What
this
was the
year,
other
and this
one?
felt
There
felt
was
like a really good
The town,
slot for this
the
duration.
farmhouse.
So
Yeah.
The farmhouse, the inn,
And we are going
Asylum.
to
asylum.
talk more about Jade, who you
which
see
to me
here.
is, like, the
She's
worst
our
one.
And then
57th
Slaughterhouse. Asylum is the worst
Warframe.
one in my opinion.
this
There's
is
too many
her
slots.
updates.
Too much
57.
up and
57
then the manor's gonna be the
varieties.
biggest map ever.
That's a
So that
lot
one's
of
gonna be a lot
Just
of
like
stairs
ketchup.
too.
That's more than 56.
I'm hoping
Heinz.
it should be the best one.
Ketchup
since
frame
it's-
confirmed,
since
and she's
it
kind of
has, like,
red.
a long release
Don't
date.
say that about
Yeah,
her.
it's gonna come out. The map is literally a
Jade
mansion.
is
bro.
concepted by the wonderful Mike
What is
Skyers.
April doing in a mansion?
And she
After
gives,
April, though, is Kai.
What themes
so.
would you say she gives?
And after Kai
just
is,
based on some
the new
Skyers
guy.
notes and
Yeah.
conversations, we wanted a really angelic and chorus. We
And
called
when's
her
that gonna
choir
release,
at some points.
2030?
At some
Because
points
they're
we called her
slow
chorus.
on updating
I'm
Of
gonna
course, we went with
be
Jade for
5 years
narrative
in as a
reasons.
cop by the time that happens.
You
TBD.
can figure out what those are. But we really wanted a really
I'm
angelic
all
seraphim
set. I
choral
got everything.
choir
So we should
theme
start
that
it up.
Skyers nailed.
Here you
Oh, there's
um,
one.
with this
This is
concept.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you grabbed it.
And
It
we
was a
have
thing of matches.
a
Yeah, it
couple
looks like you grabbed it.
ability
Never mind.
animations we want to
There's
show
a
you.
general
She's very
story,
work in
what do you got
progress.
there?
You got the
Obviously,
weapon
we're still
storage
cooking.
box?
It's not June just yet, but here's a couple of
What
her
the heck
abilities
that's
in the
here?
works.
Was that Tyler?
Shout out to our animation team.
That's probably my brother. He's probably like ranting because he's
yeah.
playing Apex right now.
So there is
I
a
feel the
choral
pain on
theme,
Apex, I
like a
understand.
chorus angelic choir to
Can't wait for the
water
solar mode to come out. You heard about that?
abilities.
Oh, I got a
along
book,
with-
Johnny.
And light.
more
Oh,
light.
but do you have the weapon storage box
Like
here
there's
or no?
chorus flavor.
Not weapons.
Chorus
no.
flavor for
But
sure.
I
the
have
theme is
Saloon
more
and
light.
General Store.
yes.
Mechanically, she's
Weapons,
more
I think it's up here somewhere.
like support
I mean,
and
can I
debuffing
burn the-
enemies. So you know, assisting your allies,
You can burn
debuffing
the
your enemies
book,
is
but
kind of
he's
the
just-
vibe.
Yes.
I mean, there's
And
no
in the
harm
May
in doing
dev
it,
stream,
go
we're going to
ahead.
do a whole ability showcase for Jade. Obviously, she's still very much work in progress, but here we have just Reb took a great picture in game.
This was last night, but I was like, we should probably do it in game one too.
Show me those wings.
Yeah, I just wanted to give a full expanse
Damn,
of
where's the
a
weapons
lot
one?
of work has gone into the rigging, the weighting, and the offsets for such a like Gyre has a skirt
hear
as
that.
well, but this one is different and
I think
so
Jeremy implemented the
dope.
feature where cloth sim can change rigidity according to animation. So
Oh,
Yeah,
that
there's
ain't
a lot of new
Warframe,
text.
John?
it's gonna be a lot more.
Yeah, the new
smoother
Warframe
with
Jade is coming out with the stalker backstory
Yeah.
yeah,
quest.
we have tons
Nice.
Yeah.
of
I might have to
bespoke
go back
work
to
to
Warframe. I
handle
haven't played
the
that game in like a
volume
while.
of her
L.
fabric physics.
Yeah.
Really.
And it's
Someone
not
better be
L, it's just
cosplaying
Warframe.
this.
That's what
I'm
I'm
just saying.
I literally said that
Well,
earlier.
Warframe's
Yeah.
not
Because
really
like the
fun playing
helmet
by
when
yourself.
it
That's
opens,
the thing.
because I was just gonna say if you if you saw the concept art and
that's
then
true.
kind of
I
like we're showing you
only
here,
did
there's
that
a
when I
closed
was, like,
state and an open
grinding
state.
Oh my
out
God.
missions
So
and,
Yeah, like
imagine
playing
seeing
missions, some of the
like a
missions are
cosplay
solo
helmet
mode,
where
so it
the
makes sense to
oscillate.
play by yourself.
I'd pass out.
But when
I
it
might
comes
die.
to like farming and grinding
I
in
like when
Warframe,
you're
it's better
like
to do
seeing
it.
that, oh, it'll open and everything.
Yeah, like
Super practical.
Because someone can do it, not me.
so practical. Yeah, just make it fully articulating
Yeah.
Warframe in real life. No
I would
one's
just turn on music and
No big
literally
deal.
just
No big
play
deal.
it.
I mean, we
I
do it
did
every
that
day.
Yeah, we make fully articulating
I
IRL
did
models.
that
Yeah, we're so
all
talented.
The time.
But
I did
coming
that
with
for
Jade,
hours.
she does have some
Some days.
weapons, an arsenal, if you will.
Thank-
Just-
I don't
Yeah,
have to-
thematically,
decide?
you'll
How
learn a
dare
lot
you.
during the quest,
What?
but if you
You
know
don't put
Stalker
TFT
and
aside?
you have come to acquire
While
his
I'm watching
gear,
the
you'll know
Warframe
the
stream?
hate, the despair, and
No,
the,
no, while I'm playing
the dread.
Warframe and grinding.
So his hate, despair,
Nah,
and
because
dread,
TFT,
bow,
like,
scythe,
I played
and throwing
games where I
kunai,
could take a
very
minute
dark, and
to adjust
Jade,
on
the other
TFT.
hand,
Warframe is one of those games
complete
where if
opposite.
I'm in a
She
mission,
is
I'll
one
have
of
to
our
like
first
do
players
like
in a long
in order
time
to
to
play
come with
TFT
3 signature
with
weapons,
Warframe,
so it
I'll
was
have
a
to
lot
do
of
like
work for
defense
y'all
or
on your
survival
side
or
of the woods.
something.
You guys cooked over
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
at
gonna
the
stand
beginning we
there.
wanted to do like alternate takes on the Stalker's weapons, but we just couldn't like translate the shapes of the original stuff. It's all too edgy. It just can't become
can't be
choir
done.
frame stuff.
Q, her version of the Dread, what we're calling the Evensong.
This is
There
the
you
even
got the
song.
first one.
The even song bow done by the weapons team is her signature bow, and it is beautiful, very
All right.
angelic
I'm
looking,
gonna
I
go back
guess
to
you
the
could
church
say.
now.
Yes.
Okay,
And
should
then
I
we
go
have
too, or
her version of
I'm
the
in the
Despair,
bank.
which is the Canter.
The
I do not
Cantare.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This
The
is
Cantare.
a
You were right, Rue.
I have the key for the banks. So.
Oh, you do?
Yes,
Let's
it's a
burn 3
musical
books if you
term.
wanna stay in the church,
And yeah,
I'll just
these
get
are
one more
her
book.
throwing kunai
Can I
with
light
the
the
beautiful
candle,
angelic tail.
The pentagram
The
and
Stug
the
concepted these?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, ah.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry, I'm right.
don't
I'm
know.
so sorry, Kaz. And then her version of
I can't tell if
Hate,
he's
which we're
really
calling.
playing.
Oh, I forgot
So
that the ghost
Harmony
grabbed
is her
these books too,
and this
man.
is also a Kaz
Oh
Adams
yes.
concept.
Not
yeah,
the
yeah,
Stug.
yeah.
Not
Forgot
the
that
Stug.
too.
Not the
Yeah,
Stug.
so
Not the Stug at all.
if you want, you can stay
We
in
do
the church
have
and defend it until I do one more
the
book. We can do
Cantare
I'll
and the
do it.
Harmony kind of working in game.
Oh, yeah, let's
here.
take a look at some
Take
whips.
a look.
No, he's not.
Want to go to
he's not.
in-game? Appreciate you. Oh, ignore that
Pretty is hiding
animation.
them. Oh,
Oh.
more clock physics.
You have a
we
book
love
though,
'em.
right?
Ooh,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are pretty cool.
So these
I
are the
burned
throwing
one I had,
weapons.
Giant.
The
I
Cantare,
told you that.
ignore the
Cantare.
PH. And then here we have the Harmony, which is the same.
That is-
Mechanically, they have an interesting thing that each one has like their own little. If you do something, you get a buff.
Okay, nothing
But if you get all three at once
there.
from either you or from allies that have the weapons on the squad, you get an
So-
extra.
Then again, they could just
Extra boon.
phase through the walls.
Hey.
He's talking design over there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's his job. Yeah, so this is early in-game whips. You can see some, I think there's like a shadow issue there.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah, we'll fix that.
Yeah, the Stug will
work
fix
in
it.
progress. Clearly a work in progress. Look at
And
it. Look
this
at
is,
this.
this is folded up.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
it
fully
has a-
articulating. I think if you
Oh,
mod
is
it,
it
it'll
with me
open,
here?
or if you swing it. I don't know.
I'm too scared.
Okay.
So we're not going to do that.
Okay.
Oh, I don't have the big
So those are
key.
her 3 weapons that will be coming.
Oh.
She will also come with a alternate
That's
helmet,
best.
which we are calling the Jade
You can do it.
Where's the big key? You have it or no?
No,
That's actually a hard one.
Ariel.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna.
Oriel. Ariel? Oriel?
I don't know.
Why do you
if
do
can
this
the
to me?
hotel.
I didn't do
already
it.
grabbed the key in the hotel.
Why can't we have no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so this is
me do
the
this
kind
one
of
real
first
quick.
version concept. Mike Skyers yet again crushing it. The team rigging, modeling, gorgeous.
I have this
And then
one.
we have a updated version of it as the team continues to work on it. Again, but can you imagine a cosplay helmet where it opens? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, guys.
Come on.
That is beautiful.
TennoCon is around the
do it.
corner.
Oh my god, she's gorgeous.
Oreo? Okay. okay, relax. So yeah, this will be
Got
her
this book
alternate
now.
helmet.
When I get there,
a
we can
very,
just burn the
again,
book.
similar to her default as she is with the closed and open state. So this is clearly in an open state. It will look a different way, closed, but you'll have to,
Oh,
you'll
wow,
see
I'm
more in
just
the May
noticing
dev
this
stream.
Oh wait, what the hell?
You'll see more. She's working in
I think
progress.
a ghost
but
has a book.
we love Jade.
Well,
She's
it's not in the church.
Gorgina.
It's on
But it's also a
Yeah, no, he's right here.
It is. It is.
Oh,
And it
he
would
does
be
have a bug.
unfair.
Holy shit.
if the stalker didn't get anything, Nikita.
What does the stalker get?
Huh? Oh, right.
Nikita!
Local man.
Yeah, there's a spaceship.
There's just a spaceship. Well, let's
Yeah,
show
that's
some of your early designs, shall we? Of a oh, that scared me. What are these?
What are these? Why did I do this? It's like 40 different. So one day, Rebecca just came by the weapons team side of the office
Nobody.
and just said, "I need a Batmobile for the stalker." She said this, refused to elaborate, turned around and left, and then I said, "Okay, here you go."
But that's normal, so we're used to it.
Yeah. I need a
Batmobile.
Batmobile for the stalker.
Yeah.
Refuses to
Yeah,
elaborate.
you can start
I
burning
did
the
like a
books.
bunch
I'm
of
already here.
different,
Can I take the gun?
more like wild abstract designs. I did some stupid goofy ones like, oh, what if it was the Lizette? But
Alright, I'm
backwards. Oh, that's
No, you gotta burn
or
it here.
something. No.
Oh.
Could be good. I think we have another sketch as well. These are kind of your
So, yeah,
No, it should already. I reported
46
it. You
is
just
too
gotta.
many.
yeah,
Oh,
46 is a lot.
Yeah, so we
Appreciate
settled
it,
on
though.
the 3 variants. I think these are like inspired more
Now we
by
need
the
oil, and then we have to do
SR-71 Blackbird and the F-117.
All right, just back me up. I just
Like
gotta.
supersonic and the stealth bombers, because he's supposed to be like stealthy assassin type.
Indeed.
He do be stealthy. And then we have, I think, a sketch that's more of a modeling, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a
Ported.
rough block out in ZBrush.
There's a battery in the thing. I
Pushing
meant you
spheres
to
around
use it
until it looks like
possible.
this, really.
And then we have the beautiful concept
I
in
sent it.
total of what.
Painted over the block out.
Oh, he's coming.
Here's the full drawing.
Bro, I might need that
Yeah.
battery, man. I don't
Very
have enough.
cool.
Yeah, so
charge.
as Nikita said, it was important that we got a piece
Where
for
the hell is
Stalker,
he?
like how does Stalker get from point A to
Probably,
B.
like, in the town,
Of course, the
middle of
Stalker
town.
uses Terror, a landing craft skin that is coming in Jade Shadows. So if you want your landing craft to look like this, you can play the Jade Shadows update and get your hands on Terror.
Very cool.
He's probably pissed off, right? I'm
And
not-
And I'm probably gonna get
you
caught
trying to
because
find?
Is there another slide?
not on this.
no, come on.
This is it.
Okay.
This
Well,
is the terror.
There's more, but not for this
But
dev
not
stream.
here.
But not here.
Yeah, I just wanted to
I
say,
could leave the
I've been
church.
kind of quiet this dev stream.
Yeah.
Anytime the weapons team came up, I was like, "Whoa, it wasn't me. It was this. I was just working on this.
The whole
The,
This
the
is it.
sketches, the sketches were a year ago. The sketches were a year ago.
To be
these
clear,
ghosts
I
are
wanted
gonna
to
be so
ship Jade
annoying.
Shadows last year, but we've moved it to this year. So last year, but
is the
you know, we have
church
to make
so
these
slow now?
choices to actually, we do. So this is the best day of my life, being able to talk about Jade Shadows. I am so happy that we get to
It
show.
wasn't literally a
I'm
year,
seeing through
Chad.
my
Like I had
OBS.
other things to do, obviously.
This is his only job. That's what we
Yeah,
hired
the
him
amount
for.
you did in that year.
Oh, this one's
This is
not.
not like you
No,
know.
not
the
enough.
majority of work was the last couple of months, and as
three
early as an hour ago,
Yep.
still tweaking the materials because
Yeah.
materials are
Back me up.
very, very fun with the lighting. And
It needs grime. It needs metallics. It needs. It needs to look like he got
Damn,
in a
the
fender
top end
bender
must
with a
be easier now that
Lizette.
you can
You
have
hear
top
Oh, he's a
ends.
bad driver?
He's a bad driver.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
How's
so.
my driving?
Flashlight
charges
Yes,
way
this
slower
Jade
than
Shadows
No,
Quest is
he's
Stalker
coming.
getting his
He's right
G1
outside,
license.
Don.
Yeah, this is your driver's license.
He was near the well
and just
right
clarify,
there.
I did see a question in chat. This is just a skin. It does not come with air support.
saw
It's
him
not a
walking.
ship.
Is there
another
universal
way to
skin?
get in
Universal
here?
skin.
Yep.
Put it on any of your ships, but it is just a skin.
Yep.
Does not
Oh
have
shit! I
any-
think I died.
Or yay,
Ah.
if you're into that.
Oh,
Yay,
shit,
if you're
bro.
into that.
Yay, fashion.
Don't make it pink.
Oh,
Or do.
or
Hopefully
do.
you can run around.
What?
Reverse psychology.
All that.
All right, so
No,
you'll learn a
he
lot
probably
more
died.
about the
Oh,
quest and
shit,
everything
there you
going
go.
on, but also in Jade Shadows, we're working on a
Alright.
clan operation
Yes.
yet
Calm
again
Yes.
that we are
Fake
calling.
nemesis.
We might be blocking it if Rue goes to it.
It's
You have to
okay.
hide
That's
us.
a long name.
Runos.
Yeah, we are. Yes.
book
So
here.
Operation Belly of the Beast is a clan operation coming after the Jade Shadows update. So the update will come out. We'll have this operation live the same
we're
day,
gonna have to
TBD on exact
this.
times.
We're
But
gonna
this
have
is
to
going to
burn
give
this
you an
book right now,
opportunity
actually.
to get a little bit more
We need to
narrative
get-
out
we
of the
need to get
update,
5
as well
so we
as
can
some
get
cool
that
rewards. And there's a fun little gameplay
oh.
wrinkle with this one that's related to something we're
Yeah, I
showing
know.
you
I
later
want
in the
that
stream.
dust effect so I
You know,
can see
like
better.
classic DE style. Take an enemy and make a little event around it. You know, you'll see more about that
so
later.
we should be able to see.
But
way
Operation
better
Belly
now.
of the Beast is coming with Jade Shadows. Ways for you and your clan to earn
that
some
is much
trophies,
better.
get some rewards, and
Farp.
Thank you.
have some fun.
I think he's just
Can
going
we win
around.
those?
Probably. I don't see why not.
That'd be cute in my
It's very
backyard.
dark.
That is kind of
very
dark,
morbid.
actually. Yeah.
Stug.
Maybe I
Oh,
do see
she's
why
right
not.
to
It's
me
dark.
now. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you cannot win those. Although they. No, you can't.
A lot of materials from below.
Yeah. Oh,
Send the
yeah.
bank.
You can't have them. No.
Cannot have them.
No decapitated heads in your clan event rewards.
I'm taking shots.
Come.
I'm out of ingots.
Took all the ingots. Well, later is now.
Oh, okay. We are bringing a new Eximus unit to the Jade Shadows update, and Operation
Still
Belly of
not
the Beast will
stunned.
have you facing off against too many
see
of
him.
them. Good luck.
Ghost
Anything you
right
wanna
up
say
in my
about those?
face, really?
Yeah, it's a new Eximus. Basically, if you've ever read the lore around the Jade Light, you'll have some notions of what it can do.
Ah, shit, he got me.
Yeah.
He was in the saloon.
Good luck.
We'll talk about more on the
Oh,
main
man,
dev
he
stream when
get
we have
you?
some gameplay to
Is
show
he
you.
so
But
pissed off?
also in the
No, he's probably
operation
done right
is
now.
a new game mode that we're working on. Again, we'll
I'm
talk
not
more
gonna
about
lie,
it in the main dev stream.
if I didn't
Show
know
you
this level, that would have
what
freaked
we're
me out.
calling
I'd be like,
is
damn,
the
that's scary as
Ascension
fuck.
game
I
mode.
can't wait till the Manor
So
one comes
just
out.
Take that into your brain
No,
and chew
no.
on that, and we'll
The
show you more
ghosts.
on the main dev stream.
Oh, man.
Some
I'm on a
gameplay perhaps to
flashlight. I
show,
gotta
so
move.
That's right. Good luck, Tenno.
Can't with
Good
the
luck,
ghosts.
blessings to you.
I like they're going way
gotta get
more
a-
extreme than I am. They're
Oh my
like
God,
insta-kill the
Oh,
Eximus.
Well,
man,
that's their
Tony,
expectation.
I'm
You can
on
make
a
it so much harder.
flashlight.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
I
just
can't
let's
move.
just
I have no
kill every Tenno.
flashlight.
Not for the sign team, up the
Oh,
damage
come
by
on.
10%.
Yeah, notice.
Faster.
Noted.
Well, that's not quality of
Flashlight,
life
man.
friendly, but you know what is? Quality of
Oh,
life.
God.
Jade Shadows will have a nice, juicy handful of quality of life things. Something that's not on the slide, but you sent it to me over this morning. Something about necks. Let's talk about necks.
Necks.
Oh, human necks.
Human
I was
necks.
thinking like Eximus, Neximus.
No,
human necks. Human necks.
The
Like
neck.
literally.
Vampires.
No. So when we got rid of sticky corners in Warframe, or most sticky corners, 99% of cases, let's say 99% success rate of eliminating sticky corner bacteria, we realized that our art animation team for years have suffered from an aesthetic issue that is far worse than sticky corners, and that is head-turning look IK on stretching neck bones on the game. So if you look at this first image here.
Well, first,
This is with approval from Carrie, Elise, and Tim. The reactions internally were over the moon. Our animators basically saw this as Warframe 2. The fact that we could get rid of both sticky corners and owl neck syndrome.
And also, you couldn't say necks there.
What do you mean? Oh, I said next.
At least you're consistent.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell. Anyway, so that is what you are used to in game now.
Okay.
So we make
Very
these
familiar.
beautiful characters, beautiful, head and neck, and we are obviously working on some really interesting characters for 1999. And if they were to do something like this,
They would die.
they would die.
The game ends right there.
The game
Roll
over.
credits.
Yeah, this is like an instant.
Ragdoll.
So, thank you to our wonderful team. We have actually fixed this issue by fixing the way that angles offset in the allowed range of motion. So there's no gameplay consequences to this. It's purely aesthetic, but my God, does it make a difference that you're not, I don't even know, like if Sticky Corners is dead.
Sticky necks.
Sticky necks? I don't know.
This is fine, don't worry.
Yeah.
The next, we'll need to also give them posture training next. That'll
yeah.
be the next upgrade,
Yeah.
so they can actually put their neck up straight.
Helmets are heavy, as you know.
What about Atlas, who doesn't have a neck?
This does not affect
Very
Atlas.
well,
This
very
buff
well.
is, Atlas is excluded.
He is not included.
But yes, the problem with Neck's head is that it was using the root as its base, which means as if the chest rotated 45 degrees, the head would be able to rotate 90 to the left, which was 135-degree radial. Warframes are not prey, they are predators. They don't need 135-degree.
What are we, an owl?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
The bone has been changed.
Owls are predators.
Owls are predators, yeah.
Oh.
Not for me, I eat them.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Rib. Is
apex
that what you're?
predator.
Apex predator.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Moving on. We're fixing this. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Back to our quality of life slide, shall we? All right, let's start from the top here. We do have some new Duviri decrees coming to the game based on Design Council, who came up with a plethora of ideas. We're going to pluck some out. We'll talk more about the May dev stream once we've kind of played around with some. But we have some cooking in the pipe as well. We're adding the alchemy game mode to the circuit.
Yep, one more there just to add more variety.
Get some variety, spice of life. We will have some augments, some Warframe augments, and you gave me permission to say which ones. We're going to have a Protea Blazing Artillery augment.
Oh my God.
Corvex.
Maybe because she's coming out.
Oh, you're so smart. Corvex Containment Wall augment, Dagoth Grave Spirit augment, and Sevagoth Soul augment.
Yep.
Yep.
We're going back to 4. Last time we did 10, and I've seen a few posts thinking that now we're going to do 10 forever. That was just a one-time thing. It was kind of crazy.
We'll never get anything done.
Just because last year we were pretty slow on augment, so because of that we did a lot at the start of this year. But yeah, we're back to our,
All right, just come. I have like
4 at a time.
Just a
a
couple.
healing for you.
Oh, I had the book. Well, the good news is it's
As
like
well, we will
I
have some
have the book, it's
arcanes.
okay.
We'll talk about
Yeah.
more in May dev
Bad
stream
news
on those
is I don't know
arcanes. We're
who-
still playing around with them, which
Hopefully
ones
you're
we want to
spawning
do.
right near me so I
And this is
can-
something that you mentioned on the dev shorts.
Yes,
there
we're
like a
looking
med
into
kit right
AI
next to you?
increases for next gen consoles. So AI caps, I
No.
think you were looking into that mostly, Pablo. So
Yeah,
what is
so
Man, there's a couple
basically
ghosts. I think I
the
just saw
people that
him.
look at performance
you are.
did
Nice.
reviews with the altered numbers for basically PS5 and the new Xboxes. And on those, we are trying to up them so that it's equal to PC. Right now, the problem is on all the consoles, the cap of enemies is always lower. So now that we have cross-play and it's so prevalent, if the host ends up being console, you end up with less enemies, which is less fun and less drops and all that. So We can actually change it now that we've tested enough. And it also was very good because it allowed us to find a few problems with performance that we could fix along the way. So
yeah, this is very much a bouquet of QOL in terms of AI count. And because we know this, we have a perennial tab basically of as the life cycle of other gen consoles goes down, we'll continue to review and increase and make changes based on those things. So yeah, we want to keep Warframe going for y'all.
There you go. Another quality of life is we are reviewing the Necromech acquisition improvements in terms of someone getting their first Necromech. What is that experience like?
Yes.
Maybe moving some resources around so that the resources that you're crafting your first Necromech are the ones that you can actually get firsthand instead of ones later on. So we're just reviewing that process and seeing kind of where we can make some few tweaks to get Necromechs in your hands a bit sooner. And then debt bond improvement.
Yes. Connor and the team and Taylor and them, we were just looking at ways to continuously improve the early game grind. We are making medical debt bonds easier to get. So if you're ranking up in Fortuna, we already did a bit of a pass there, but we've now done the medical debt bond pass, which there is a big list of exactly how it's better, but essentially you'll be getting twice as many debt bonds for completing bounties, getting rid of some things like the credit rewards from bounty rewards. And then for Shadow Stalker, if you've had trouble getting the rarest of the rare items, we are going to do a normalization pass on rarity for Shadow Stalker drops, which is to say there won't be that really like 2% drop rate of a given item on Shadow Stalker. We're going to try and make it a little bit nicer.
And I saw people asking that when we were talking about Stalker to begin with and Jade's weapon, so nice to tie that in.
Yes.
And then part of that conversation was the Wolf Sledge.
Yes, which is also something we're buffing. Those rare drop rate parts, we're buffing them all so you can get them a little better without some ye old grind.
That's right. Another thing we're doing is we're adding a little bit of standing to Netrocells and Deep Archimedia, kind of the first daily play of them.
yeah, essentially when you do your first time Archimedia for the week, we essentially want you to get like a big chunk of standing so that day you don't have to do your bounties or whatever to fill it up because you already played quite a bit. And similarly with the Netrocells, whenever you consume a key there, you'll get a nice chunk of standing.
Yeah, we're not sure on the numbers yet, but there was some really valid feedback from the community on this, basically saying like, yo, give us standing for these Entrati activities. And we were like, hell yeah.
Yeah, because Paulo and I were kind of talking about this. It's most typical that if you're playing this content, Deep Archimedia or Netrocells, you're probably
well, you're rank 5, you have to be.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, you're
yeah.
up there. So getting that for the things you want to buy, maybe some Arcana shards, you're still on that hunt for sure.
35 sconces.
Oh, ingots.
Ingots.
We got 35 ingots over here. Also coming is...
So you do have more.
Damn it.
Oh no!
Shouldn't have signed. I got it. 2 ingots.
We are looking to do Whispers in the Walls replayability.
Yes. I saw someone, I think D-Siege was asking about when are we going to make it replayable, and they were asking why, these things do have bugs in them all the time. It's so weird when you go to replay a quest by default, the amount of work sometimes that actually is involved in making it not break your account. So we intend on getting Whispers in the Wall playable with Jade Shadows.
Yeah. I'm gonna see how it does.
That's the intention.
Yes, and I did see Ureli Deluxe. Ureli Deluxe is coming in the Jade Shadows update. We're gonna show her more in game in the May Dev stream, but she is coming in Jade Shadows. And then Pablo, are you ready?
Okay.
We're gonna
What
talk
am I doing?
about the enemy scaling and status effects.
Oh,
reorg.
God.
This is where we get to sit back.
Let's preface this with please pay attention.
All right, kids, class is in
Get
session.
your notepads out.
Notepads out. Pablo.
Okay, so this is a long one. Let me start by saying that this hasn't gone through play testing. We're still experimenting with things, so a lot of what I'm going to talk about might and very likely will change. So yeah, this is a long one. So let's start with what are we trying to solve? We're trying to solve several things, so this is kind of long one. I'm going to start with armor. So armor scaling has been like a wall that you hit eventually as enemies level up. You get to the point where essentially if you don't have armor stripping, the game becomes kind of like you cannot kill enemies. So we have an image.
Asset, yeah. Thank you. That's okay. A lot of assets. There it is.
So here's an example. This is actually relatively low level compared to like Deep Archimedia or what you can get on the circuit, but it's a level 200 heavy gunner. So you can see that it has 10,800 armor, by default. Then you apply 10 stacks of corrosive on it, and it gets down to 2,163. And its damage reduction, that's how much of your damage gets kind of nerfed, went from 97% to 87%. So even though you took out 80% of its armor, its damage reduction only went down by 10%. So because of this, it means that, for a lot of you, armor strip is either like 100% armor strip or no armor strip. And you never want even 90% because that 10% left over, because of the way armor scales, it ends up not being good enough. So basically, we're going to change this a lot. And the first change is that now armor is going to have a cap. This is for enemies only, to be clear. This doesn't have anything, this is no effect on Tenno. But for enemies, now they will have a cap as a maximum armor that they can have. So right now we're experimenting with 2700, which essentially gives them 90% damage reduction. But again, like I said earlier, this is very early, so those numbers might still change. So with the 2700, that means once you actually strip, even if it's just a 50% strip, now it's actually valuable because that damage reduction will change a lot. We are also changing the way that equation of the damage reduction is calculated. Sorry, this is math, so I'm sorry if you guys fell asleep for this part, but essentially right now what happens is that armor calculation is very bottom heavy. The first 50% DR you gain from 300 armor, and then the other 50% you gain from 300 up to infinity. So because that is very, very bottom heavy, basically we're changing that calculation so it's a little more spread out. Again, that's just math. But basically what's going to happen, like the effect for you should be that you no longer feel that armor strip is mandated on high level. Obviously, it's still super good, because obviously if you take out 90% DR, you're basically making your damage 10x bigger. So it's really good still, but hopefully it doesn't feel mandated. And also, partial armor strip now should be more viable. Those are the main two things that we're trying to address with this armor change. Now, obviously, you're probably wondering, well, once you do this, won't enemies just fall apart like a soft tissue? Probably. So we are actually tweaking a little bit the health scaling after. So since armor is no longer going to scale past a certain point, we're looking at maybe scaling the health past that point. Not to make it equal, because making it equal would be a crazy number, but just a little bit so they are not totally destroyed. Part of that, actually, let's not go to this yet.
Not this yet.
Oh, sorry, just the quality of life, or the slide. Yeah, there you go.
So once we adjust that, we also want to tweak the corpus and the infested a little bit. So we're probably going to buff the health of the infested a little bit. And for the corpus, once they're past level 70, now they're going to start scaling their shield recharge. The idea being that right now, the shields almost feel like health most of the time because you never see them recharging. So basically from now past level 70, if you shoot them and then you stop shooting them, you should see the shield coming back up so that it feels more like actual shields.
Like, got to break those shields. Yeah.
So hopefully it becomes more of an actual mechanic that you care about. Because right now, basically the same build that you use for the Grenier, you end up using for the Corpus and the Infested because they're so much squishier than the Grenier that it kind of almost doesn't matter. So because of that, we're hoping basically to make the crazy high level Grenier and Corrupted not as hard, and then lift up the two factions that are way squishier at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's part one of the
Part one of three.
Yeah, so part 1 of 3, and like what we hope you feel is that the all or nothing armor conversations and builds turns into a much more normalized conversation about build strategy, quote unquote. Partial armor strip is valuable. The end.
Yeah.
Armor scaling is capped. The end. Yeah.
That'd be the plan. Now, skin types. Now is the other image.
Yes.
So this beautiful graphic, which actually I messed up when I took it, and I have alloy armor twice. Sorry.
Yes.
So we have 13 types of skin types, which I'm sure you all know by heart.
I do.
And we have 13 types of damage. So that generates this beautiful matrix that you see here with all the different types. Now, For the most part, our experience is that a lot of players just don't engage with this because it's so complicated that, what is the difference between shields and proto shields? Most people never know because the only way to know is to go to the codex, memorize which unit has what, and it just doesn't work out really. And some of the numbers are also like kind of all over the place, like a plus 15%. You're probably not going to notice, but then some are plus 75. It also causes some weird issues. For example, sometimes with a mid-level Lancer, if you strip the armor, you end up doing less damage because you probably were shooting with corrosive. So since corrosive gets you a bonus while they had armor, now because you strip the armor, you do less damage, right? So it creates a lot of weird things there that don't really add too much. So what we're doing is we do think that it's valuable to have a system like this. We just think it's so complicated that no one engages with it. So instead of making it each damage type has a multiplier for all of those skin types, now it's going to be per faction. So essentially, you'll have, for example, the Grenier are now going to be vulnerable to, and this again is all changing, but something like corrosive and slash. Let's just say those two. So now Grenier, everywhere in the game, they're always vulnerable to those two. Then, similar to that, the Corpus will have their own, which will be probably like magnetic and puncture. Let's just say. Again, we're still changing all this.
Example purposes only.
For example purposes. So you'll end up only with the factions themselves having a damage type, which will help because now you can go into the star chart. I don't know if we have that.
We do, Pablo. Of course, I got you.
So instead of having to learn this in the codex and memorize it and all of that, now when you go to a star chart and you hover over a node, it'll suggest you which ones they're strong to. Again, those multipliers will be 50%, so they're good, but they're also not mandated. You can totally go without those. If your weapon does a lot of barrel and you want to just stick to your barrel slash, you'll be totally fine. But if you want to go with the suggested damage, you can go to this, and hopefully this will mean that now there's a little bit, at the very least, it'll be more surfaced, and you'll have like the ability to kind of understand, like, okay, this is what goes with this. To kind of get those combinations. So the factions, beyond the ones we're also going to have 3 new ones, which are like sub-factions that we think are important for the original factions, and that is Cuba Grenier will be special, the Amalgam Corpus, and the Deimos Infested. So those are the 3 kind of new ones that we're treating like this, and this is kind of the vibe that you should expect. So the very base factions will be the Corpus Grenier Infested. Those only have 2 vulnerabilities. Every other one has 2 vulnerabilities and 1 resistance. So that's kind of how we're going to do it. So once you're more advanced into the game and you start finding those more advanced factions, you will also have to account for their resistance.
My point is, I'll still have work.
That's part 2. But there's part 3. Let me talk about that Glaxion choice. Why would we choose a cold weapon? Don't you think that there's some statuses that the player gets to use in game that are just overshadowed? Wouldn't it be cool if we buffed blast, cold, gas?
Well, not gas, but
not gas, but represented gas.
Represented gas, yeah. So, basically, there's a bunch of status that. We're not kidding ourselves. Obviously, viral heat is beloved, and it's okay. We're not buffing that. I saw earlier panic when people were reading. We're not actually gonna touch your beloved viral. It's gonna stay as is, but we're gonna basically touch up the ones that are less used. And basically, starting with cold. Cold will now fully freeze enemies, and when it reaches the full freeze at full stacks, you'll see like a visual effect change of them being totally frozen, and the critical damage bonus gets doubled when you reach that max. So that's the change for that one. We're changing gas just in presentation. We're not changing anything mechanic for it, but gas is pretty invisible. There were some checks that we saw that in some tiles you can see it. In most tiles it's totally invisible. So we're just improving it in terms of presentation so that you can actually detect it.
If the player doesn't see it, it doesn't happen. So if you know how good gas is, but if you're using a gas weapon, you maybe feel like the AoE toxin clouds and those things aren't even you can't even see them happen sometimes.
Yeah, I'd actually see quite especially on newer players. There's a lot of confusion on what does gas even do.
Yeah.
Even though it's
Someone really
super
said
strong,
levels E, but that is true.
they basically is very hard to use because you
These
just cannot
buffs,
see
levels,
cannot see the
automatic gets
thing.
a
Well,
buff
we
too,
just
that
need
means-
smell-o-vision, right?
Exactly. It's
And then blast, the one everyone loves.
well, we talk about magnetic too.
So magnetic, basically, the changes to magnetic so far are small because since earlier I mentioned that we want to buff the shields of the corpus, we hope that that will probably lift magnetic enough. If it doesn't, then we'll do a further revision. So, but again, right now we're not touching it much other than earlier I said that the shield region is going to scale on the corpus. So right now magnetic would disable the region. But again, I don't want to, I don't, yeah.
We're waiting for play testing a bit as well, but yeah.
And finally, Blast. I'm actually going to talk the least about that, even though it's the one that's changing the most, just because we basically have tried quite a few things and we're still changing things. So I don't want to promise anything right now because we are going to change. It's definitely going to change, but it's going to be Blasty. You know, that's
it. That's a design job done. Blasty blast.
Blasty it shall be. If you wanted a Blasty text version of that, Sam on the community team has a dev workshop up.
Or here's the link.
You can scan.
Don't scan it. He's
Scan
tricking you.
link,
Pablo's
zoom in.
shirt.
No?
Get a link
Okay.
to the dev workshop about the status rework.
But we are buffing. Are you actually not going to say anything more than blast is blasting? Is that all we're saying?
I'm just going to say Blast is blasting. Obviously, right now Blast is useless. We're going to make it not useless, and the theme of it will be Blasty. But we've had already several iterations, so I don't want to promise you one that then I want to take away.
Okay.
You'll be the master blaster.
Yeah,
You'll be the master blaster.
Come back to get blasted on the main dev stream.
All right, you can do ! workshop in the Twitch chat if you would like a link to this status rework workshop. We, kind of like you said, we refrain from numbers because we know it's going to change. We're still playing with it. It's still very much in the works. But if you want a text version of everything Pablo just said, you can get the workshop version of that live on the forums right now. Thank you, Sam and team.
And we're telling you this now because from this dev stream to the May dev stream to Jade Shadows, we intend to release it in Jade Shadows. So that is the timeline for everything, and we hope you look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a recap of everything we've learned today.
Oh no, okay.
May 15th, we have a little interim update. We've got Nightwave. This current one is going to end, and the new one will start on the exact same day of May 15th, so mark your calendars. New Tenogen is coming in this update, and 2 new adversary weapons, Akuva Sobek and Tenet Glaxion, will be coming on May 15th. And then Jade Shadows coming in June of this year. I don't have to go through all of this, but this is a good chunk of what's coming in Jade Shadows. In the May dev stream, we're going to show you a lot more. We're going to show you Jade's abilities. We're going to show you some gameplay in terms of maybe the Ascension game mode.
Yep.
So
The
stay tuned
therapist's
for
job
the
is to
Dev
just
stream
make
on some
light of your
more
problems,
Jade
really.
Shadows information.
Exactly.
And then
So it's
Their
like,
job is to make sure
very
you
juicy
realize
amount of
what
quality of life. I'm learning to
you're
put the
doing
text
is
on the other
bad.
side moving
Lesson
forward. I'm so
learned.
sorry, Rue. Rue is stressing over there.
and
Sorry,
how
chat.
insignificant
Do my
they try
best
to
to
mitigate
be.
it.
What is that?
Right aligned.
Right align.
Right
Right
aligned.
Right justified.
Right
Yeah.
justified.
Right,
I know what
justified.
you
There
mean,
you go.
but that's my point.
All this
It's
quality
like
of
it's
life
not-
and more. We
would-
talked about more
that's
that
a
isn't
popular
on this
thing to
list.
go
Will be
to,
coming
like,
in Jade Shadows,
all that
including that
stuff,
enemy
like
scaling and status effects
psychiatrists
rework that you can check
and
out in the forums
psychologists,
right
but, like,
now. We made it to
what
the
I-
end of the
it's never
stream, my
something I would
friends. We
try and
did
get
it.
I didn't even have
did
to
it.
pull out my Bloodborne topping points for,
Oh, no.
the weapons.
Well, you
team.
could
I
while
also
we do
don't
run our
know
third
how
platinum prize if
stable
you'd
And
like
we're like
to.
semi-missing something, no?
We are missing something.
I'm
Yeah,
almost there.
Bloodborne on
A
PC.
lot of
almost there.
insurance, health insurance,
I'm almost
at least in
there.
Connecticut,
I just
but,
meant we're done like that
like,
part
my
of
health
it.
insurance,
Oh,
I
okay.
Yeah,
believe
we're
it's
gonna run a
on
platinum
the
prize, but yes, okay,
side
fine.
anyway.
During the dev
I'd have to
shorts,
pay out of pocket.
someone
the-
mentioned
Although
something
the
about
college,
semi-auto.
that I go
My
to
understanding
does, they do
is that
offer,
I
like,
asked Steve for an
services,
opinion.
but it's like
Oh, first of
And
all,
then-
we have to give a prize away.
Besides,
Oh,
therapy- I don't know if therapy
666
in housing,
Angel
nobody
Death.
wants that.
666. Congratulations.
Great name.
Damn.
Great name. You've won 1,000 platinum. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now. In-game mailings, platform play Warframe. Get your 1,000 platinum. 666 Angel Death 666. Semi-auto.
Dev short this week. Steve shows
spicy.
up. And what does he do? He breaks your
Chaos.
trust. He
Yeah.
breaks your trust.
I asked him for an opinion privately in Slack. And then I
Private.
get messages of like, hey, what is this semi-auto thing that Steve is talking about? And I go, what? So yeah, then he also asked me for some opinions on Warframe that maybe I could.
I think you should. What opinions did he ask you for? Let's spoil them on the
No,
Warframe.
no, I would never betray
Be
my
the bigger
CEO
man.
like that.
Be the bigger man. Respect this bigger man.
Just sign a contract.
Yeah, you've got a lot of contracts.
This is a CEO betrayal contract.
I'll pass on that. But yeah, the semi-auto basically, we were looking, obviously, last time we did auto melee, which was kind of in the same vein as this. So what we are doing is, this time we are going to try it as a setting, because we feel like in this one, unlike melee, there is a little bit more where you can accidentally waste ammo. So because of that, we are going to make it as a setting, so it's your choice. And essentially, it will be, you can now press the button and just hold it, and it will just shoot.
But are we doing something else too?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I thought you were done.
No. So yeah, we're doing that. So for a long time, I'll be totally honest, I was the one that resisted this change, because I feel like it really kills like the fiction of some of the weapons. You know, particularly like a sniper rifle just going like toon 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 toon. It just doesn't feel like a sniper rifle. But I also recognize that the reality in the ground is that you guys will put it on your mouse wheel and it just goes boom 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 boom. So what we're gonna do besides the setting is that now you can we're gonna release a mod just for semi-auto weapons that disables the ability to change the fire rate, but gives you a bunch of damage and punch through in exchange. So if you do like the fiction of Sibarius, like I am a Sibarius aficionado, then you can still do the slower shooting but for higher hitting weapon with that mod. So
and that precludes fire rate modding at all.
Correct.
So like
it doesn't preclude the setting, but it does preclude that.
Yeah,
so you can still use the setting.
Yeah, there's basically 3 cohorts of like player accessibility, design intention, and then all the work that goes into the weapons, the reloads, the sound effects, the feels. We don't want to throw out the personality of those weapons. We recognize that we certainly have to do our duty to make weapons accessible with those settings. And then that mod, I think, is really the linchpin between these two worlds, where play them with the fire rate, you can keep the setting on, but they're going to be slow, they're going to be punchy, but they're going to do more damage. So I'm very, very excited. And is this coming with Jade Shadows?
Yep.
Chat wants to know if it's an Exilis mod. Do you know yet?
No, it's a very high damage mod with very, very high damage mod with a lot of punch through. Essentially, if you think of your build, it probably would replace your shred. Yep. Right? Because your shred right now is giving you punch through and fire rate. Now fire rate won't work, so it's probably replacing that with a very chunky buff.
Yeah.
All right.
And you could still use the setting, like you said. Like that's not.
Yeah, the setting is independent.
That's the Venn diagram.
All right. 2 other things to talk about that you mentioned on the dev shorts. Anaros rework. Your thoughts on?
Oh, people were happy with it.
People want to know Pablo's thoughts.
Are you happy with people's thoughts on your thoughts?
About your thoughts on the Anaros rework? Do you like it?
Yeah, I'm happy with the thoughts. I haven't thought of any thoughts.
I haven't thought about it anymore. His thoughts are thoughts.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. As soon as it shipped, I moved on to something else.
You wanted to talk about line of sight.
I did?
You did. You mentioned it on the dev shorts that we would talk about line of sight.
I don't know, but today some more changes went in.
Yeah. Yep.
Basically, there's some extra line of sight changes that we have different types of updates. There's updates that have to go through certification process through all the consoles. Those we do more rarely because they take a longer time. They take a lot of setup and stuff. So some of the changes for line of sight required one of those updates, and a lot of those changes have started to go in. So those will come out with Jade Shadows. That's why those didn't come with the other ones, because they need code.
Yeah, and the code has been integrated as of today. Right. I saw a very, very key part of that line of sight improvement is, and I think Steve explained a little bit about it on the dev short with how we do it. So yeah, that's just to acknowledge that we are making it better and more reliable.
There you go. We've done all of our debts. We're debtless.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I'm down 2 bronze ingots.
That's right. You have the ingots. But someone wants...
I'm up 2 ingots.
Yeah. Damn it. Kaz is rich. Someone wants Gauss Prime Access. So let's run a Gauss Prime Access giveaway before...
This is our last Gauss Prime Access.
I know. And then it's Protea Prime. Thanks, Rue. All right. Any closing words, my friends, on DevStream 179?
this first half of it was a blur.
A complete
It's like a
blur.
fever dream. What the hell is going
And
on?
now we're done.
I bought a motorcycle.
Clearly.
tell.
Clearly. You, 2301.